Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is LuckyBunz, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new free-to-play PokeCoin update in Pokemon Go. Now guys, Niantic has made a change to the way that we receive PokeCoins in-game, or sorry, they're about to make a change to the way that we receive PokeCoins in-game. Basically, the goal here is that Niantic was trying to make it easier for players to get coins, but instead they just did the complete opposite. Australia is going to be beta testing this system first, and then after it goes through hopefully some good fixes, it'll be rolled out to the rest of the world. But as of right now, it's not looking too good. And so as we go ahead and dive deeper into this topic, I do want to take a look at the old gym system, the way that we earn PokeCoins, the revamped system, and then finally the new system. So let's go ahead and start with the old system. The traditional gym system, basically you could get up to 100 PokeCoins a day, and the way it worked is that if you had a defender in, you could actually just go ahead and claim 10 PokeCoins right there on the spot. And this went all the way up to having 10 gym defenders at one single time. The way that this gym system worked though was definitely flawed. The prestiging points with the, I'm trying to think of the strategy. I don't know, it wasn't the Ghastly strat, it was like the Bubble strat, I think, is what it used to be called, and it would just be a way to like super prestige a gym. Long story short, this was a big issue with spoofers, and not only that, the way that the system worked as far as you stacking Pokemon in was based on CP. So it wasn't based on a unique factor, so you could have like 10 Blissies in a single gym and that would be completely fine. In fact, it wasn't uncommon to see tons of gyms filled with Dragonite and Tyranitar. I guess before Tyranitar came out, obviously it was just Dragonite, Snorlax. And so while it was definitely rewarding for those of us that could actually get into gyms, and this is just assuming that you were a top level player, I mean, you pretty much had to be level 40, unless your town just didn't have a lot of Pokemon players, and then you could just easily stack in gyms. There was 10 slots available instead of 6, which is actually kind of nice, so gyms had more space, but just due to the way that the system worked, it definitely benefited spoofers a lot more, and so ultimately it was revamped in 2017. And this system is the one that we're currently using right now, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I definitely think it could have been improved on. Now, this system was greatly different than the old system, guys. Not only could you not stack the same Pokemon in, you're only limited to get 50 PokeCoins a day instead of 100. Not to mention, you can't actually claim your PokeCoins. You have to just get kicked out of the gym. So this relies on high turnover, or at least consistent turnover in your area from other Pokemon Go players. So if you're in a gym for 4 days, you're still just gonna get 50 coins for that one day. It doesn't stack, unfortunately. And this is definitely a big complaint that a lot of players have made over the years, but nothing has changed. And then finally, the way that you actually accumulate coins is every 10 minutes your Pokemon is in a gym, you'll get 1 coin. And then you can only claim those coins when you get kicked out of the gym for a limit of 50 PokeCoins per day, and it doesn't roll over to the following day. And then we have the new system, guys, which is arguably worse than both of the old systems combined. Alright guys, so I'm going to tell you what they're trying to implement here. So instead of getting 1 PokeCoin every 10 minutes your Pokemon is in a gym, well, you're going to get 2 PokeCoins for every 1 hour your Pokemon is in a gym. Basically 1 coin every 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how that's an improvement, but apparently Niantic thinks that it actually is. Originally, a lot of us thought that this was just Niantic trying to encourage us to get PokeCoins from different ways, because they actually came out with a list of tasks that you had to complete, and so we all just kind of assumed, okay, you get 5 PokeCoins for completing each of those tasks. Well, they went ahead and they tweeted out that that is not the case. Instead, you have to complete every single one of those tasks, and then you get 5 PokeCoins. Nope, you don't get 50 PokeCoins, you don't get 55 PokeCoins, you get 5 PokeCoins for completing all of those tasks, and one of those tasks is to actually battle in a raid. Again, guys, not everyone lives in your gyms, so for people like myself, that's not gonna be possible. Until they actually release the invite feature, then maybe that will be possible, and hopefully that is going to come out soon. I mean, with this PokeCoin update and them actually releasing a list of tasks to only get 5 PokeCoins, it's one of the most inconsiderate things that they have ever done in the game. I mean, considering that they have actually made a lot of really good changes for Pokemon players to kind of stay at home, or at least to encourage Pokemon Go players to stay at home, this is just a move in the complete opposite direction, guys. And I'm going to explain right now why this is a huge cash grab and super inconsiderate of them to do. So first of all, we have like 32 million people unemployed right now. A lot of people can't really afford to even pay their rent, and Niantic is actually trying to get more money from them. Let me explain this. So 55 coins, guys, is pretty much equal to 55 cents. And now Niantic has not only made it more difficult to actually get PokeCoins from holding down gyms, they've also just completely given us a ridiculous alternative. I mean, seriously, 5 PokeCoins, that's 5 cents for putting in so much work to complete a list of tasks. I mean, are you kidding me right now? And so, not only have you taken away an ability for players to get PokeCoins from gym defending, you've not only made it more difficult for them to do that, which is for sure going to increase turnover, and it's for sure going to increase team play, where people are just going to bury gyms non-stop because they pretty much have to stay in there for 25 hours in one single gym to get their 50 PokeCoins, opposed to it actually taking about 8 hours in the past, a little bit over 8 hours, to get their 50 PokeCoins. Now, in my opinion, guys, what I actually think should have been implemented instead of the system that they're trying to give us, and by the way, it is still going to be beta tested, so this isn't going to be for sure what we're getting, but as of right now, like the start of what they're trying to implement, it's just not good. It is not good at all. I have not seen a single person say something positive about this change, and that speaks volume, guys. It's arguably one of the worst updates in Pokemon Go history. Now, with that being said, though, here are 2 working solutions that I personally think could actually make this system a lot better. The first one being, you could just make the tasks harder. So instead of taking 1 snapshot of 1 Pokemon, you could be like, take 20 snapshots of 20 different Pokemon. And I know it sounds really tedious, guys, but if you want to get 5 PokeCoins, I think that's kind of like the level of difficulty it should be at, maybe even less. I don't know, it could be 10 snapshots. The point being is that just make the tasks harder. Another example could be, instead of 1 excellent throw, you could make it 3 excellent throws, or like get 10 excellent throws and get like 20 PokeCoins or something like that. That'd be a pretty good task, and I definitely think a lot more players would be engaged to play the game and try and actually get those free PokeCoins. It would be rewarding if you did, and then you could still even keep the limit at 50 PokeCoins a day, or you could just make the tasks not worth as many PokeCoins, and you could increase the limit as well. There's a lot of options here that I feel like Niantic really isn't thinking about, and it just goes to show that they really don't have a grasp on who's playing their game and what people are doing in their game. Time and time again, guys, we've seen it on their social media, we've seen it on Twitter, and it just seems like they really aren't in tune with what their community actually wants. And so in case you guys didn't hear me already, the second solution is to reduce the number of PokeCoins earned from each reward depending on their difficulty. So for example, guys, you could still have that 1 excellent throw task in there, and instead of it actually being 5 PokeCoins, it could be like 3 PokeCoins or something like that, you know? Something more on its level, you know, just depending on the difficulty. I personally think that could be an excellent solution, and quite honestly, I don't know why Niantic isn't doing stuff like this. I don't know why they don't have someone actually brainstorming and thinking about this stuff. Quite honestly, anyone who's played this game for at least over a year, maybe even 2 years, could come up with these ideas, in my opinion. I don't know. I've been playing the game for like the past 4 years, so those are going to be my thoughts on this new PokeCoin system and how I personally think it should be reworked, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I know a lot of players are really frustrated about what they're trying to do with the PokeCoin system in Pokemon Go, and while it is only currently available to Pokemon Go players in Australia, this will eventually be rolled out worldwide, guys, so if you have opinions, if you have something you want to say, definitely make sure to comment it down below. As always, I try to be as vocal as I can about this stuff on Twitter. I try to always comment and, you know, give Niantic, give Pokemon Go constructive feedback and try to just let them know what the community wants. Personally, I really don't think that having tasks to get PokeCoins and just reducing the number of PokeCoins you get for those tasks depending on difficulty is too much to ask. I don't think asking for remote Lucky Friend trades is too much to ask. There's just so many things that I feel like we should have in Pokemon Go, and eventually, in my opinion, I think we will get them. But if the player base doesn't let Niantic know, and guys, it's really a big stretch when I say that too, because they ignore so much of what we say, but if the player base doesn't try to let them know, then they'll just never really go along with anything, and they'll just keep on procrastinating a lot of changes that, you know, ultimately could help make the game so much better than what it is right now. Anyways, so my point being is that share your thoughts down below, guys. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I definitely do think a lot of you guys have great ideas on how the system could work really well. But yeah, I just don't think Niantic is really taking a lot of that into consideration, and In my opinion, the best thing we can do is to reach out to our friends in Australia, let them know what we think about the system, and then hopefully, if they're vocal enough, good changes will be implemented in the new upcoming gym rework, or the PokeCoin rework. So fingers crossed, guys. I do hope that this does get better. As of right now, it is quite honestly one of the worst updates in Pokemon Go history that I've ever seen. And with that being said, though, that is pretty much everything I have for you guys in this video. Definitely make sure to let me know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy this discussion, feel free to hit that like button down below as well. I'd really appreciate it. And if you do want to see more Pokemon Go videos in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. And I will see you all real soon in the next one.